We are the Derpy Goats. Welcome to our show.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Derptastic episode of Derpy Goats Gaming.
I'm Hubby Goat.
And I'm Wifey Goat.
And together we're the Derpy Goats.
Okay, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Here we are with
on our super distorted menu and scariness and
it's kind of we don't
know what to expect. I did, however, in my like aftermath of last night's episode, or yesterday, we were recording last night, like late into the night. So in the aftermath of that, I was like, I wonder what other YouTubers, like what their reactions were to Sayori's death. So I watched a compilation video, and I noticed a couple of things because of the compilation video. One, it was pointed out that when we get to school on the day of the festival, Monika tells us that we left Sayori hanging that morning, and I didn't really catch that last night, but it's painstakingly obvious now.
Yeah.
Also, Sayori had blood on her hands for some reason, which I don't really understand. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have come to the conclusion now that I guess that everyone can die in this game.
Yeah, so the other thing that we did was when we left off last night, we weren't sure how we were going to proceed with the game. We didn't know if we needed to try to load and like save Sayori, but we did find out that no matter what you choose, Sayori will die.
Yeah.
You get that scene regardless. The dialogue changes a little bit, but you get the scene regardless of what you choose to do. Like any of your choices up to that point in the game don't matter as far as Sayori goes. So we're just going to continue and see what happens, but we have no idea what comes next.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no. Oh. Do the music, too.
Hold on, wait. 1 quarter. GJI. Half.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to her. So.
Oh no!
Oh no! Okay, that girl is 1/2. My neighbor and good friend since we were children.
Oh no!
You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away.
Oh no.
However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let 1/2 catch up to me.
Oh, I feel. Oh no, she doesn't exist. So,
nope.
But. Oh Jesus. Oh, listen to the. Oh fuck. Oh God. Yay!
Okay.
Okay.
It's an ordinary school day like any other. I'm not scared. You're scared. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by... Oh, this is different.
This is different.
Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone.
Oh no! We erased her! Or not we, but...
Monika?
I suspect Monika.
Yeah. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Oh no. But I have no motivation to join any clubs.
Oh no, like what? What are we, how are we even gonna get in, like, what happens now? Because Sayori was the one that brought us to the club.
I guess we're gonna find out. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. You know, being a neat. I think it's pretty neat. You know what's not neat is Sayori being dead and dealing with all this and being scared.
I am not okay.
There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. I suspect Monika is going to come in and be like, "Hey, you look lost. You want to come to the literature club?"
Yeah.
Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Senpai?
Wait. I guess I'll...
Okay, yeah. It's gonna be Well, unless it's Monika.
Yeah.
Senpai?
Senpai?
And Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally did not expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. That's her, like, trademark.
Yeah. Yuri smiles gently. Monika smiles sweetly.
We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic.
So yeah, because she's the one that's like pulling the springs. Sorry, she's the one that's pulling the strings. So of course she would make herself the most popular, smart, beautiful, athletic girl. Like
yeah, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. What did you come in here for anyway? Don't trust her.
Don't trust the tap water.
Don't trust the tap water. I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Oh, sorry. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather control every little action in multiple girls' lives and then tell them to kill themselves. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Oh, God. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, senpai! By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? You know, the murderous Monika.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess I could check it out. Haha, awesome. You're really sweet, senpai, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Why are we more important?
See, that's what makes me think that it was Monika in the text file, because, like, she was saying that, like, said, I'll just delete her. She's the one who messed everything up anyway, or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think everything points to Monika. Yeah. I'll be interested to see if there's a plot twist that makes it like something else, but everything points to it being Monika.
Unless today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Ooh.
I would much rather sell my soul for a cupcake.
Yeah. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. The music has stopped again, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
So she basically replaced Sayori with herself.
Yeah.
Is basically what's happening.
Yeah. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me.
Oh no.
Oh.
A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy?
Nice to know Natsuki hasn't changed.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. He's my lover. But anyway, welcome to the club, senpai. Robot face. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. Sad seeing like all the dialogue change. Like
I know, it's like, but it just makes me mad.
Yeah.
Like, God, Monika, fucking knew I didn't like you.
So I ran into Senpai in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
I guess she was talking about gonna make some cupcakes.
Yeah.
Okay. So she did make them for us.
Well, yeah, I mean, but she would have made it for anybody new.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So it wasn't like for us.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, senpai? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Yeah, that's.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You think that's why nobody has parents? Because Monika already killed them. Deleted them from existence.
Because Monika's like controlling everything, yeah, maybe.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, yes.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. So we're still going for Yuri, right? Like, I don't care about Natsuki and I definitely don't like Monika, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna end badly for us, but...
Yeah, but, you know,
yeah.
I'm sure everybody dies.
Yeah, I'm sure, but... I guess at least now we're prepared. At least now we know.
Yeah. I'm assuming she'll die by cutting because she has a fascination with knives and she like acted weird while we were gone out of the room for a minute.
Yeah.
Last time.
Yeah, and it specifically
and like
said something
rolled her sleeve down.
In the files we saw last time, it specifically said something about cutting. So like.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll look back at it. But yeah, but it said something about like hiding like wounds like under long sleeves or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember that. Like under a cute new sweatshirt or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, so I assume that's referring to Yuri. I don't know what Natsuki's like issue is gonna be.
I don't know.
But
she's feeling like she can't do well.
Well, she did say something about giving up. Like it's about the feeling of giving up. So like I'm sure that there's some other like facet of like anxiety or depression or something that's like in her character. Yeah. And that's why she's such a bitch is because it's like a defense mechanism or whatever.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really make me like her anymore.
No.
Like I don't know. I'll be interested to see what happens when we like focus our attention on her.
Yeah.
And like how her personality.
If we get that chance.
Yeah, and how it might change.
Yeah. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Senpai, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things.
So it looks like a lot of this is going to end up being the same.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Yeah, it is.
Like we suspected that was a little indication.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in terms of like reactions to what's happened so far, like we expected what happened to an extent. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once.
This is still terrible. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, It was
Once Upon a Time.
It was called Stuck at School.
With a room full of cute girls.
I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri.
That's different. Last time she was like, I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh,
Gee.
I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What?
Oh, sorry, I should have that.
What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Robot face. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Senpai?
Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by it, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Senpai. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... Robot face. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Senpai? Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Senpai, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess.
I mean, a great time would have been like, before Sayori, but
yeah. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Senpai, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehehe. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Oh lord, okay.
Alright.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most out of my circumstances, and I'm sure the most out of his circumstances when he's not aware that anything happened. Yeah. So I just have to make the most out of it. Make the most out of being in a club with 3 girls that I think are attractive.
Yeah.
Oh, woe is me, I'll have to write poetry.
Yeah, poor thing.
And I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Are we gonna have the option to woo Monika?
In our case.
Okay,
yeah, so we're gonna read this special poem next time.
Oh, wow. What a cliffhanger.
I know. I love cliffhangers, don't you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll just have a poetry time next time. So we'll unlock the special poem. We'll read it.
I'm scared, guys. It's going to be like, blood runs out of my eyes. It runs down the walls and down my thighs. I came up with one rhyme, but I wish I could have come up with 9.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we'll see you next episode, guys. This is Hubby Got and Wifey Got signing off.
Bye.
Bye.